With a stroke of the presidential pen, we have officially shifted into the next gear of the modern UFO investigation. On December 23rd, Joe Biden signed the National Defense Authorization Act of 2023 into law. Included within it are 33 pages of UFO-related legislation, drastically increasing our chances of answering one of humanity's greatest questions. Are we alone? Despite the monumental impact that this investigation could have on the history of humanity, at the moment it's arguably the biggest story that mainstream news organizations have ever failed to cover. And that's according to Chris Mellon in his most recently published blog, where he states that the media's lack of reporting on this bipartisan legislation that was just signed into law is equivalent to the media being guilty of the sin of omission. But of course, there's always exceptions to the rule. And so I'd like to thank Gotti Swartz, Sager and Jetty, and yes, even Tucker Carlson, for reporting on this issue in a serious and honest manner. But there are other journalists that Mr. Mellon accuses of the sin of commission by engaging in misleading reporting regarding UAP activity detected by the DoD and the intelligence community, including recent articles by Holman Jenkins Jr., Seth Shostak, and Julian Barnes. Mr. Mellon predicts that the content of the reporting will be contradicted by the facts when they emerge. Let's face it, the collective pessimists of mainstream media want to declare Arrow dead on arrival before it's even reached 1 year old. Yet, the decades-old SETI program is still widely regarded as a worthwhile effort, even though their most notable event, the WOW signal, occurred 45 years ago. Now compare that to the hundreds of WOW-like events that the months-old Arrow program has received data on, most of which involve multiple sensors, and it's baffling that the UAP investigation hasn't seized the curiosity of mainstream media and the public at large. Is it going to take whistleblowers coming forward to get the world's attention? If so, we're in luck, because the NDAA does include a secure process for anyone with secrecy agreements associated with the UFO investigation, as well as cover-ups, crash retrievals, and reverse engineering programs, to share what they know with Arrow and Congress without the fear of retaliation. This could also result in new revelations coming to light about the allegations of recovered craft, such as Roswell and Trinity, that date back to 1945, which just so happens to be how far back the NDAA requires Arrow to go in an effort to perform a historical intelligence document review. Additionally, Mellon states that UFO whistleblowers have been testifying before Congress since 2019, when he brought Eric Davis to Washington to inform staff of the Senate Intelligence and Armed Services Committee about the contents of the infamous Wilson Davis notes, which are recreated on my YouTube channel for your convenience. So what does 2023 have in store for us? Well, according to Lou Elizondo, if you thought 2022 was exciting, you ain't seen nothing yet.